from Jordan. All righty. So we'll wait till we know we are good to go here. I'm going to go find us on YouTube and make sure we are streaming. Oh, there's 6 people watching. There we go. I can put the link. New link. All right. Good thing I just sent that other tweet out, right?
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking about that. The nice thing about this slate, though, I was also thinking about this. There's so much murkiness. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a solo winner on the main, $15.
All right, y'all are live. Y'all are good to go.
Okay. All righty. Well, in that case, we're going to have some fun here. So everybody has moved on over. I'm going to close out of that one, go into this one here, hit pause, open up the Slack now, or the chat here. Now, see, chat, that was good. That was good that we got through most of the analysis. It's terrifying tonight. There's nothing that's really clear, which makes things tricky outside of the quarterbacks. The ball's going to be in their hands almost every play if they're under center. See what I did there? So we've got them. We like the tight ends. Well, we like one tight end, Disley, on the Chargers. We like Noah Gray. We did and Kelsey on the other side. We because they play a lot of 2 tight end sets, but Kelsey doesn't really line up in line. He's an adequate blocker, but at this stage in his career, he's mostly going to line up in the slot or split out and find the seams, catch the ball, and probably fall over. So it's going to be Noah Gray handling a lot of the blocking, but he is good for a couple targets each game, usually about 4 on average, and then he has 4 touchdowns in the last 3 games. So he is pretty good in that situation. Question marks on the running backs. Pacheco probably our best running back, but he's coming back from missing a whole chunk of the season. So we're going to see him splitting time again with Kareem Hunt, and then Samaje Perine is going to be working in. And then on the other side, no J.K. Dobbins, which means Gus Edwards on probably first, maybe second down. He has 1 target this season, so not really active in the passing game. That's never really been his forte. So Kamani Vidal will likely be in for those types of situations. And McConkey is out. If McConkey was in, it wouldn't have been a shock to see 3 wide receiver sets and empty backfields for the Chargers, but that's a luxury they're really not going to have. So that brings us to Palmer is Joshua Palmer is kind of one of the guys you like. We have Quentin Johnston, who has the 6 of the 13 touchdowns for the team and has erased that horrible, dreadful rookie season that he had. But now there's the 2 of these guys. They're not really going to scare anybody. And the Kansas City defense is actually pretty solid. So we're back to where everything is. So we were going to talk quickly about the special teams, and then I'll let Matt give his thoughts and highlights there. If you guys are not ready yet, or I left off with talking about DraftKings pick 6. So Jordan will put that link. That was the magic word that bounced us last time. The YouTube overlords didn't like that. Jordan will drop that link there in chat. But if you sign up through the pick 6, actually, if you put in that link join, sign up through the pick 6 if you haven't already. If you come in through the link join that Jordan's going to put in the chat, that's where we give you the instructions on how to copy your screenshot and do your first wager, pick a contest card or pick 6 card. Once that settles, send a screenshot of that to sport@stokastic.com, and you can get 30 days of all access Stokastic Sims for all the sports. Pardon me, for any sport you choose, but you can stack these. So you can get up to, there's 11 partners that we have. I'm sure you guys have signed up with some of them, but I bet you haven't signed up for Pick 6 or on DraftKings or Rebet or some of those other Vivid Picks, etc. It's a great way you can get in on these Stokastic Sims for cheap. I saw someone in chat asking if there were any deals. There was a boatload of deals during Black Friday and Cyber Monday. We're no longer in Cyber Monday. Cat act when these things happen, but you've got this link join promo for a little bit longer. To our special teams we go. Cameron Dicker has missed 2 field goals this year. He is 8 of 9 from 40 to 49 yards, and he is 8 of 9 from 50 plus. That is pretty awesome. He has missed 3 extra points, but that trade-off is perfectly fine, I'm sure, for most coaches to have that kind of a leg. So Dicker is the kicker we want tonight. The Chiefs are on their 3rd kicker. Harrison Butker may be back next week. He had that knee injury. If not next week, he'll be back in 2 weeks. Whomever the backup was, he lasted 1 game, and now we've got oh God, the creative kicker. What is his name? Matthew Wright.
Wright.
Totally a plain name. Well, I mean, the Matthew is cool, right? I'm sure you like that. But he has played for 5 teams in his 5 seasons. He has been on 4 other teams' practice squads, including the Tampa Bay. I think it was the Tampa Bay Vipers. At one point, they were the Vegas Vipers in the XFL, or was it the USFL? I can't remember. He's been everywhere, literally. He kicked 1 game for San Francisco this year. So he is your kicker. On the other side, that makes it a little bit tough. Los Angeles is allowing, see how I didn't say San Diego? That was awesome. Los Angeles is allowing 3 sacks per game. They gave up 5 to Atlanta last week. Atlanta had like 15 on the season. 5 of them came in the last game. But the Chiefs are getting about 2 per game. Chargers have 1 interception this season. So Herbert leads the league with 13-1 touchdown to interception ratio. The Chiefs have only 10 takeaways, but they are home at Arrowhead Stadium. And then we already talked ad nauseum about how Patrick Mahomes is getting hurried, hit, and pressured like nobody's business this year because of the mess at left tackle. So that takes us through the quick catch-up analysis. We still have 17 minutes before lock. Matt, let's talk about captains and multipliers. Who is on your short list for the multiplier slots tonight?
So good question. For me, I'll touch on the special teams first. I'm not getting much of any of the kickers, either of the kickers, which is rare. On a lot of these showdown sites, I often get to at least 1 kicker in a lot of lineups, not tonight. So just the way the cookie crumbles, I guess. As far as captains go, I am getting to, I'm pulling it up right now because I just did a refresh. A lot of Herbert captain, a lot of Herbert, Kelsey, and Disley. Those are the main guys I'm getting. Some Pacheco, which I like because, as I said, I want to be early on the field on Pacheco. And yeah, it's not a guarantee, but there's a lot of game scripts where I think he gets there here. I mean, I'm a huge Kareem Hunt fan. Obviously played for the Browns, went to high school like 20 minutes away from me. But at this point in their careers, Pacheco is the clear better back in my eyes. So I think it's his backfield when he's healthy. I'm presuming he's healthy. So I don't mind having 10% of the captain when the field's getting 5 there. If I were to pick one player that I'd want to take a stand on, it'd be Pacheco.
Okay, so that's sort of my question here. So, chat, I am dropping my other one's filled up. So I just put 10 team free money lineups there in the DK lobby, just $1. Username is EMac. For all of you who can't stand me on my shows, definitely take my money. It's a good way to go. I have been handing it out like candy this season. My last spot, I'm deciding between DeAndre Hopkins and Pacheco. What would you do? And then what do you think the chat wants me to do? What would be
I'm
more
sure the chat wants you to play Hopkins. For me, it's not even close. Give me Pacheco.
All right.
Yeah, I'm way over the field on him, and I like that. Just
for that, I will be playing DeAndre Hopkins. Since you guys had technical difficulties that were beyond our control, I am going to hand out a Pacheco-less lineup there in the DK lobby. Just for you guys. Piece of cake here. Easy win. That's why we call it team free money, giving back to the community. All right. One last moment. We talked about the pick six. You can see the banner up above us here. In addition to getting that 1 month of Stokastic, any sport you choose, maximum Sims package, you get a $100 or 100% deposit match up to $100. So you'll want to follow that. We also have Cyber Week, all one word Cyber Week, gets you 70% off 1 month of Odd Shopper. If you guys are not following Greg Ehrenberg on Twitter, you're doing it wrong. G Ehrenberg DFS. He has done his bankroll challenge where over 6 weeks now, he has turned $100 into just over $500 by making $2, $3, $4, $5, $6 wagers. That's the approach that is over there on OddShopper. It is the top-down wagering. It shows you all of the good ROIs. A lot of times you're taking the unders because the books everybody wants to have overs, right? Who wants to root for unders? I want to root for winning money. So you start to learn how to pick off those unders there. That is where the best ROI is, and usually the better money lines as well. But check that out. All right. So let's kind of continue down the Kansas City side, because I can see in chat there the next question is Hopkins or Worthy. So you're saying Pacheco number 1, Hopkins or Worthy after that?
Probably Worthy too.
Haters gonna hate. I'm playing the old guy. Woo!
Yeah, I mean, actually, I don't really love either of them, but I guess if forced to choose, Worthy. But I don't have a strong opinion there.
All right. Let's see here. Let me sign up for a few more contests. We have 11 minutes to go. I would still lean Hopkins over Worthy. I do think Pacheco is probably the correct call there. It will be interesting to see what happens when I have the Sims run my lineups here for me, which I will do shortly, since I got my cash game lineup in, got those lineups in. All right. So let's see what else we have. Oh, I better get over here to Discord and see if Discord has any questions. Chat, if you would like in the YouTube to ask any questions, I will circle back there in just a moment. There we go. Tom's with the everybody chat says, don't forget to swap off McConkey. Yes, please. Yes, please. How are we feeling about a 3-3 stack? I like the 3-3s tonight. We're looking at, I didn't see if the line changed, but let me go to Odd Shopper. It's a great place to go look. It was what, 4.5 before McConkey was out. Let me go to the live odds screen. Chiefs are 4.5-point favorites. So that's a relatively close game, right? It's a one-score game. Who does one-score games better than anybody besides the Chiefs? Nobody. So this could be a close game. Is it a high-scoring game? Different question there, right? That's what makes it tough, because we've got two offenses that have been semi-struggling. We'll call the Chiefs struggling compared to what they normally have been doing. And then I guess Los Angeles hasn't really been struggling. They've just been incredibly efficient. So the fantasy goodness is not necessarily following, but they're happy with their season. So we definitely could have a close game. So I think 3-3 is totally fine on that. Who's your favorite pair of Chiefs receivers? Let's include the tight ends. Pass catchers. Let's say pass catchers. You're on mute.
Am I now?
No, I can hear you
okay.
now.
Weird. I think both the tight ends, Kelsey and Gray, are my two favorite from Kansas City.
Okay. That's my. Did I end up with Gray in my tight end slot on my team free money? I don't think I did. And that was, I did not. I've got Dicker, Disley, Herbert, and I'm going to go with Palmer. So I am just going with Hopkins and Mahomes. So I'm going with a 2-4 Chiefs or I guess that would be Chargers, since they are the most. So I would agree for the Chiefs. It is Kelsey and Gray on the point per dollar basis. But I didn't land there because I had to make some other tough decisions. But sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. Let's kick these Sims off here. Test generator. All right. Oh, there's still 7 team free money EMac lineups there in the DK lobby. Go ahead and have those. I just told you guys what my lineup was. You guys could easily kick my ass, right? That's what you want to do. Knock yourselves out. Let's build that. Let's put that there. Let's generate some lineups. All righty. Conservative or aggressive? I think you want to go aggressive whenever you're doing Showdown here. Conservative is not the way to go with these top-heavy prize pools. We have found you don't have to be completely cray-cray. Why did I even say that? I don't know. I cringed myself when I said that. You don't have to be completely off the board to get wild here. And Matt, before we went off and had the technical glitch, he had actually said he thinks there could be a solo winner tonight. Do you want to expand on those thoughts, since they'd rather hear you than me?
Just like so many plays look similar here, whether it's, all the Chiefs wide receivers, all the Chargers wide receivers, like not even including the tight ends, but Shit, let's include the tight ends too. Disley, Kelsey, and Gray. Obviously, Kelsey on his own is like a tier apart from everyone else. But after Kelsey, because McConkey's not in, I think that as far as like the order of how they score tonight, I don't think that any way you project it is crazy between Palmer, Hopkins, Worthy, Quentin Johnston. Like all these guys project pretty similarly, and they should, because there's a lot of unknown here. So I think that certainly on showdown slates, like leading salary is something you always, I wouldn't say you go out of your way to do, but you just don't worry about it. On a slate like this, you probably worry about it even less because guys just project similarly. Guys project more that are cheaper. It's just one of those slates.
Yeah, I'm very, very excited for this one. This is looking like it's going to be a fun one. So let me get my template ready. 7 minutes until lock, for those of you wondering. Let's see. I ran the Sims. Let's put 100 lineups in, and let's see what is happening real quick. So are you, how many, you just doing one, or did you talk yourself into 2 or 3?
I'm playing 20 in the main. I'm just playing the main. I'm playing 20. Yeah.
All right.
Did a little Sims work, and I'm playing the main.
Okay. So Kelsey, I'm assuming, is your highest owned captain?
My highest owned captain right now he's second highest. My highest is Herbert.
All right. Are you above the field on them?
I am above the field on both Herbert and Kelsey. 30% Herbert, 20% Kelsey. I'm also over on Disley, Pacheco, Quentin Johnston, Chiefs D, and Noah Gray. I'm way under on Mahomes and everyone else. So, yeah, Herbert, Kelsey, Disley, and Pacheco, I would say, are my main captains here.
All right. I'm gonna make a little bit of a stand here with you on Pacheco as the captain. Let's do a little bit more there.
I also like Disley a lot, though. I know you were talking about you needed him in another. I like him quite a bit here.
Yeah, so I've got him on 55% of my teams. I have him on 15% of my captains. I'm going to tap that down just a tiny bit because I have I had a great Yahoo lineup. I know you guys love me talking about Yahoo, but I am about, if I have a good Disley game, I will turn my $300 in entry fees into about $1,700. So I will take it. But I need Disley to do something. So I'm kind of rooting for him there. He's also in my FanDuel lineup, which could make a little bit of noise as well and go for about a 5Xer if he does anything. So I'm okay with maybe matching the field, going 10% with him at captain, but he is going to be well represented in my flex spot. And he is, let me see, he ended up being 15%. So I have a lot. So there we go. That I have a lot riding on him now. I'm gonna check. You know what? I'm changing that a little bit. I want more Pacheco. Unfavorite, exposure caps, quick favorite 100. I boosted the hell out of Pacheco. I don't want him everywhere. He is, damn, I can't get above 5% Pacheco in my captain spot.
Interesting.
You got 4 minutes left. You know what that means? ROI boost from hell. Pacheco. Unfavorite. Refavorite. Pacheco is now on 11%. I can live with that. I will export. I will re-upload. And I will hopefully have some fun here. You know what's fun? Winning. I've heard people like to do that, Matt. You know what's even more fun than winning? Winning enough to redeposit or to withdraw and not have to redeposit.
That is always nice. Wouldn't know what that's like.
Redepositing or winning?
All of it. No, I know what it's all like. I'm just playing with you.
All right. I'm uploading it and I'm going back to the questions here. We are set. All right. Kicker or defense special teams? I would say I would rank them Dicker, Chargers, Wright Chiefs is how I would rank them. I would still go Dicker over the Chiefs, or over the Chargers, but I do like the Chargers to get 3 sacks tonight.
Yeah, I think like many other things on the slate, it's close all the way around.
Let's see here. Brett, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the show. Even with the technical difficulties, this is a fun one. We got a lot going on here with the salt to taste, because who knows what's going to happen tonight other than please let us have another good game. That would be a good time. What else do we have? The lineup for the Millie. This is Travis Scott says he's going to want Gus, Patrick, Kelsey, Hopkins, and Herbert. I did not play. How much Gus do you have? We didn't really talk about the Gus bus.
No, I think I have like 20%.
Oh, yeah. I have 3%. Oh,
I have 20.
That's first 2 touchdowns. Jeez.
The thing about it is like we just don't know, how much work he's going to get, who the real backup is, Haskins or Kamani Vidal. They've talked about wanting to get Vidal more work, so I'm happy I got a little bit of Vidal. I don't have any Haskins. I think Haskins sucks, though, so I'm not too worried about that.
Yeah, I have 2% Vidal. That's it.
I have 10% Vidal. But, again, those numbers are a little skewed because I'm only playing 20. So right. I have 2 lineups with him.
Hunt, I went 9%. That's half the field that I bet I didn't get any P run. I don't have any P run. That's the one thing when I do these so quickly, I tend to lose anybody 5% or less when I do these in a hurry, which is something I'm going to figure out how to reincorporate into all of this quickly.
It's funny. I'm getting 10% Vidal, but no Dicker, no Chargers D.
I ended up with only 15% of Dicker, surprising. Right. 14%. Lowest I've been on the kickers in a while. Chargers. I have 17% of the Chargers defense. It's about where the field is, and I'm about matching the field on the Chiefs. So I'm making my stands at the captain spots tonight. So let's hear it for someone in my captain who is above the field getting 2 touchdowns tonight. That would be great. And if it's Mahomes, how about 3? We would like that. We would like that. But we are at lock, Matt. We are at lock. So again, thank you everybody for the patience on the technical difficulties. Not sure what happened, but let's try not to have it happen next Sunday, because that would be the 3rd Sunday in a row, and then that's a trend. And this trend is not our friend. So we're going to investigate that. We're not going to look for backpacks with Monopoly money and go into Central Park and look for clues, but we are going to investigate that. See how I worked in some horrible pop culture stuff that's going on today. That's just what I do, Matt. That's just what I do. With that, you guys can follow Matt on Twitter at Fantasy Tips Matt. You can find me at EMac DFS. Thank you, Jordan Klein, for producing another show. Catch everything at Stokastic_COM on Twitter. And with that, gamers, good luck.